friends, and thank you for being here with us. This is Claudia, the credit lady here with GTS. And today we're very excited because we have a very special guest, Francisco with Pacific Time Investments. And we're going to be talking a little bit about what the difference is with clients that have a FICO score, sometimes a high FICO score or a low FICO score. And he's here to tell us a little bit about the difference that it really makes, not only with your interest rates, but how much money are you really saving and how much money is it really costing you. But before we get started, I want to introduce and say thank you, Francisco, for being here with us. And can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how long have you been in the industry for?
Well, good morning, Claudia. Thank you for inviting me. I've been in the industry for 22 years now, and we have seen the ups and downs on the industry, the high rates, the low rates, but overall, this is probably the best time to purchase. Rates are the lowest they've been in the last 20 years.
Now, being that it's the best time to purchase and get a loan, how do you see credit affecting the economy and how quickly or how easily clients can actually purchase and get a good interest rate out there?
Well, to answer that question, you've heard a lot the term that cash is king. Now, when it comes to purchasing a home, credit is more important than cash. And the FICO directly impacts the outcome of somebody's loan, not only the payment, but the cost to obtain that loan.
In your experience, would you say that it becomes a lot easier for clients, or does it just really become easier for you as a loan officer, or is it really a lot easier for a client depending on where their credit is? Because a lot of the times we could think, well, it makes my job a lot easier, but does it really make an impact with the clients?
You know what? If the loan is a $50,000 loan or a $300,000 loan, we do the same amount of work. The real impact is on the client's pocketbook. The lower the FICO, yes, we can do the loan. The more conditions they're going to give us, and it's going to directly affect them money-wise.
Awesome. And that's good to know, because a lot of the times clients are not aware that it could make a difference, or what the difference actually is. We always hear that having a good FICO score is best, but why? I mean, how much is it really costing us? No one out there is really giving us that education or guiding us on how it could be better. So with your assistance here and your expertise, let's talk about a scenario. We're going to touch on three clients, different clients, because the FICO scores are going to be different. And we're going to use as an example a new home purchase, $250,000 home purchase on a 30-year fixed loan. And Francisco here is going to tell us the difference of the three clients. We're going to touch client number 1, 580 FICO score, client number 2, 640 to 650 FICO score, and client number 3, a 740 plus FICO score. So with your expertise, Francisco, if you could tell us, first scenario, if a client comes to you with a 580 FICO score, what are they looking at?
Well, let's touch on that low FICO client. The client with a FICO 580 can definitely purchase a home via FHA, which is your government loan. It will impact him with a cost of $4,800 on top of all the other costs.
So okay? $4,800 just because they have a 580 FICO score?
Just to get that particular loan, yes.
And that's not including all the other fees that go on top?
On top of that, you have your down payment and you have your closing costs as well. So they will pay $4,800 more than someone with a better score would. Okay,
so now 580 will equal you needing to have an extra $4,800 for you to purchase that home of your dreams. So now let's go with client number 2. FICO score between 640 and 650.
Okay, with a FICO score of 641 to 650 or 660, there will still be a cost. Okay. The cost is less, it's $2,400, but they will still need to pay for that interest rate.
So it's almost half.
It's almost half, absolutely.
So we're talking about probably a difference of 60 points.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be able to save half of the cost. So that's very important, because it's also good to know for our clients that 60 points may not be too far away from them to achieving that difference on points towards their FICO, but it will also mean saving on the fees that are going to be attached to their loan. What about case number 3, someone with a 740 FICO plus?
Someone comes in with a FICO score of 700 or 720 plus. The cost for them to obtain that interest rate will be zero. So the only thing they will have to pay is for the down payment and the closing costs, but there will be no other fees related to obtaining that particular interest rate.
Really? So at 720 plus, there's no fee based on FICO score and the difference that it'll make.
Right.
That's incredible, and that's something that I think people should really be aware of, that the higher the FICO scoring, the less money they have to pay out, and probably the more money that they're going to be saving on their payment.
Absolutely.
Correct?
That is
Anything
correct.
else you want to add?
The only thing I could add on that example, client 1, client 2, and client 3, besides the extra cost, there's a difference in payment. So the difference in payment between each one will be $75 more. So for client number 1, he'll be paying about $140 more than the client with a 700 FICO score.
That's incredible, and that makes a huge, huge difference. Do you want to let our viewers know your location and how to get in touch with you in case they want any more information?
Absolutely.
Loans?
We're located here in Covina on Shoppers Lane. The phone number is 626-806-2387. And once again, thank you for having me here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing all this knowledgeable information, because we're here to make a difference. We're here to assist clients not only in having a better FICO score, but now giving you the reason why it makes sense. We just got a little scenario on the difference between 580 and 720, 740. It's a difference of $4,800. What can you really do for your family with the extra almost $5,000 that you're going to give somebody else just because your score was in there? And if you really take a look at it, going out and paying someone to assist you getting those extra points or cleaning your credit will be a lot less than $5,000. So friends, educate yourself. Let's work towards having a better score. God bless you, and thank you.